KDWN at 7:20 a.m. in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Paul Iro. In studio, we have Steve Escalante from Growth Luxury Homes. We were talking about luxury brokers. I'm intrigued by the term luxury brokers. Who are these people? Where do they come from? What are their backgrounds?
These are real estate professionals that work in the high-end luxury space, representing clients from here and abroad to purchase a luxury home, custom home, or luxury semi-custom home.
Okay, so they're a personal assistant, or they're dedicated, they're an account executive for a home buyer.
Pretty much. I mean, they're real estate realtors, if you will,
Okay.
in the space, and they specialize in high-end custom homes, luxury homes, representing their clients and selling and buying homes.
Are they involved in the design and picking products and finishes, that kind of thing?
In some cases, yes. There are some that are well versed in that space and do guide their clients through and picking finishes and helping in the design process of the home as well. So in some cases, like for example, our company, we have a whole interior design team that works with our clients. So when they're building their home, they're walking with them in finishes and spaces, lighting, from cradle to the grave, as they say.
Okay, or it's a term I came up with, design to lifestyle.
Design to lifestyle, yes.
Organic homes and back to lifestyle. And when you build a home, you're building a home, a lifestyle to live day to day, every day. So tell us a little bit about the lifestyle of the home that you were talking about, organic homes.
Yeah, we call our homes organic homes. We think that in this day and age, everyone is conscious, health conscious, in all aspects, from their carbon footprint to the food they eat. And in our homes, we feel that the air you breathe is just as important as the food you eat. So living in our home is actually healthier to have a growth luxury home. So that's something that's we're about.
Tell us what you're doing about cleaning the air and providing a better air to breathe.
Yes. It's with the duct systems, for example, the type of insulation. All of these variables and components work together to create a much healthier environment. For example, the home is built, it's so compact, the performance of the home exceeds even LEED standards. It's like a thermos, even when the home is cooled, it stays cooled. When it heats, it stays heated. I mean, it just, the technology used to achieve that is we're tested every step of the way. For example, they reverse pressurize the house, for example, when they insulate the home, and they smoke the house. And when the smoke escapes, we know that there's leaks in the home, and these leaks need to be taken care of, if you will. So everything is sealed in the home.
And then you have filtration systems.
Filtration, yeah.
And cleaning systems, humidifiers, dehumidifiers, those kind of things.
Yeah, we're working on new technology now that we're looking into, actually, where the home is going to actually be able to tell you what type of pollens are in the air for allergens, and you're going to be able to adjust the settings per what your needs are.
Okay. So that leads us up to smart homes, and tell us a little bit about smart homes and how do you automate these houses and how are they operated?
Yeah, there's a few different home automation companies we work with, actually, and depending on the client, there's different levels of automation, but these homes are fully automated and capable to automate everything from your jacuzzi and spa to music to lighting. The only thing it can't do is cook your dinner, but very soon, hopefully.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's still coming. Great. Back to the design a little bit. It's intriguing to me, having built a home, how hard it is to get the design down to what you want. Tell us about working with your luxury brokers and the buyers on how you get that design put together.
Yeah, we usually come in, we give our clients a questionnaire that's pretty lengthy when they first come in, and part of the process is for us to understand what they're looking for in a home. It goes from, do they entertain? Do they entertain often, a couple times a year? What are some things that are important? And we get that over to our design team, our interior designers, our architects, and they begin the process. And we work with various architects. We feel that You can't just work with just one, because you don't want every home looking the same. So we try to get a meeting of the minds and all these ideas brought back, and then part of that creates the home.
Okay. And as you're doing this design, one of the other things that comes into play is the materials you use, and there's everything: wood, sand, concrete. Tell us about the construction materials and finished materials.
Yeah, the construction materials, the finished materials, insulation is something that we're always looking. It goes from as far as the type of windows we put in. We want to make sure they have certain R ratings, if you will, as well as the insulation. We don't just put your standard insulation. We do foam insulation, for example. We seal the foundation, waterproof seal the foundation. All of these elements are part of being a challenge home. You have to hit a certain amount of points to achieve challenge home accreditation, if you will. So it's much more rigorous, and it's one of those things that if you miss a step, you can get to the tail end and you lose the possibility of being a challenge home. And that's something that's important. We haven't lost it yet, but it's just one of those things that it just shows that we have to be very meticulous every step of the way.
Tell us more about the Challenge Homes. What's that about?
So the Challenge Home was a program started by the U.S. Department of Energy to change the way the homes are built. If you look on the DOE site, it shows the Challenge Home. It's far superior from Energy Star, even from LEED, and they rate various things, not only from the lifestyle, the comfort, the efficiency, the cleanliness as far as environmental friendly, the material, and how the home is built as well. So it's a process that they've put together, and it's a new process. So when we started with this endeavor, we were learning with them as far as, so everything that we're implementing, we're kind of trailblazers, I guess, if you will, with the program.
When was Challenge Homes introduced?
Was introduced in the mid to late, I think 2012, I believe, is when it started, and they started putting it together. And there's really not a lot of builders in the country that are doing Challenge Home. So.
Well, and I like to chime in on not only is Challenge Home a challenge to achieve, but when you're entering the luxury market and a home of this size, that comes with a whole lot more challenges because you're the size of that home. So I commend you guys on the work that you're doing out there.
So some of the steps that you have to achieve and the checklist that you have to check. Let's talk about that when we come back. So I'm going to take a break here on Shades of Green, KDWN. I'm your host, Paul Ira. We'll be right back.